All right, everyone, going to be jumping into the top prop bets that we have today. And today is going to be a day in which we probably aren't going to be betting too much just because it's not the best board today, really, on PrizePicks or Underdog. And there's just not that many sports going on right now. I do think that potentially PrizePicks or Underdog or Sleeper, one of those sites will come out with some sort of discounts. Typically speaking, PrizePicks will have discount dogs like today, just with the holiday going on and whatnot. Typically speaking, that's what they do. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I'm kind of planning for that. At the same time, we just don't have that many great prop bets today, so I don't know if I actually want that. And so what I mean by that is, like, the best prop bet on the board that we have today is going to be Chris Bassett for under his fantasy score. But we can see the average sportsbook line is basically telling us that he's probably going to get a win or quality start, but that's also probably why the data is liking the under, because maybe that is just not as likely. Pretty much it's one that I don't want to bet, pretty much, because, well, the projection data does like the under, and at 37.5, the data is heavily saying that he's going to get the under there as well. I don't really like that one. And we can kind of see that at 5.5 strikeouts, maybe he gets an extra one and then he gets his over, pretty much. It's a tight one, and I just don't want to bet on that. And then from there, in terms of these other prop bets that we are getting, maybe Michael King, we can bet on Underdog for over his pitching fantasy score, but on PrizePicks, that doesn't seem like a good bet. Same thing with Charlie Morton, where we could be betting those two on Underdog, and I think that's where we are getting the slightly better edge today. Nothing too crazy, though. And we look at those two, and the projection data really telling us maybe those two won't hit. And so that's where I am struggling with the board today. We look at prop bets where the data correlates, and we really don't get that many good ones. So maybe Carlos Correa, maybe Alec Marsh here. This one only has a 53% chance to hit, and so that's where I'm saying, man, this board's a little bit rough that we are getting today. So we'll pull up Underdog, and it really doesn't get that much better. I mentioned Michael King we could potentially run out. That is something that I will be doing there, along with Charlie Morton. Again, the projection data doesn't really like the overs there, but at the same time, I kind of just feel like we need to be using those because those are the best ones that we have today. But again, it's going to be a lighter day. Will Smith, I will be running out his over fantasy score as well. In comparison to PrizePicks, to the projection data, to the average sportsbook line, that's a big outlier to me. Another one, David Fry, we could potentially run out as well. So we are getting some okay ones. So I'll show you guys like two separate slips we can run out for Underdog today. But first, we'll jump on into the NBA. And NBA today, again, a tighter board today. So it's really just unfortunate. I was hoping that we would get some really strong prop bets. Rudy Gobert potentially over his rebounds, 10.5, but like just tight lines today. I mean, we've come to kind of know that with NBA. Kind of is what it is at this point. WNBA wise, is going to be exactly more the same. Now, they don't have any games going on today. They actually have them going on tomorrow, but really no big edges there right now. The projection data likes some of the overs there, but I don't know if we exactly need to go in on those as well. And then discrepancies wise, really nothing there as well. So I feel like this is a good time to plug my most recent video, which is going to be going over my top 10 NFL player prop bets that we have right now. Some decent edges in that, a lot of decent middling opportunities as well. That's been a very profitable strategy for us, especially like golf wise. We can apply that to the NFL as well. So check that one out. Kind of like the bets that we have there. Again, the issue with season-long bets is that you kind of are tying up some of your bankroll for right now like 8 months, and that some people don't like doing that, and I get it, but some decent edges there. And so before we get into the Underdog bet of the day, or bets of the day, I should say, just a reminder, if you guys have never signed up, use the promo code 9to5. That'll kick back some money your way when you guys make your first deposit. But in simple, this is the best one that I see. Again, I just like to target the pitching props a little bit more, but we do have a 4-slip bet that we can run out as well. And so that 4-slip bet would just be doing this one. Again, we have those two hitting fantasy score prop bets that are fine. I might, just to get some exposure today, is just run these all out kind of together in all the combinations that you can, if that makes sense. So like boom, and then just do all the combinations with these 4 prop bets, because I see them as the best. If they go 3 for 4, going to be profitable. That might be the approach I go with today. Just again, tighter board today, not too much action going on. And then because I know a lot of people do like the PrizePicks stuff of it, not the best bet of the day. Like typically speaking, I would not give this out, and really, like, this is probably going to be my only exposure today unless the board gets better. These two I could see running out. Like, these are the two that I see are the best on PrizePicks today. But again, not high expectations today. It kind of is what it is. That's the board that we have. But that's going to be all for today's video. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. I do appreciate that. Head on over to 9to5sports.com to get access to this data for just $10 a month. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck today. And as always, let's keep cashing.